Hello Geminis, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, because obviously it hasn't happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What is happening for the beautiful Geminis this week? I don't feel like taking those. Okay. Firstly, you have the Empress. Then you have the Two of Cups. Then you have the Sun. Then you have the Seven of Wands. Oh, okay. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. But Empress energy firstly, you're embodying this beautiful feeling of, I feel like for some reason this is so random, but it's like you're just tapping into your higher self and becoming her or him. You can be a man and be in the Empress energy. You're definitely just prioritizing your highest potential. Like you're stepping into your highest potential in all areas. In your body, in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. You're just, everything you do, if you find yourself placed with choice, what do I do? You're like, well, what would the best version of me do right now? If I wasn't afraid, if I, like, what would the best version of me? And it's just almost as if it's always been there. You've always had certain answers and higher guidance, but you've been ignoring it and just kind of moving through the world. I don't know why I'm like you just had your settings set to like factory when you could have just turned everything up because it's always been within you. I don't know what that means. Like you could have turned your volume up louder, you could have turned your confidence up louder, you could have turned your mind up stronger, but you just had it resting at factory setting default mode, and now you're like, oh okay, I have a lot more juice in me, I have a lot more energy, I have a lot more, like, yeah, that juice isn't the right way to put it, but you know what I'm saying. I have a lot more to give, and like just the answers within you. A lot of you may have often seeked answers outside of yourself and wanted people to give you clarity, give you guidance, give you advice what to do. This could be around your romantic life, Two of Cups, or just around friendships, and you're not feeling the need to get guidance from anything or anyone other than yourself, because you know you're the best version of yourself within who you are. You know exactly what the best version of you would do at any moment. So I don't know, I feel like there's a choice you're going to have, or there's something where everything this week you're acting in your best self after a while of not. You were definitely like feeling half of yourself. You were only half of yourself for some reason. Two of Cups right next to this. This could be why some of you in relationships in the past could have very much become and really taken on parts of your partner. Like the things you admired in someone else, you very much took on board and became a lot more like the people you were with. And there's something now with this Empress energy where I feel like you're staying completely you, whilst also being able to admire the things you like in another person without having to embody them, without having to become like the same person. And it's like, I used to use this analogy a lot, but it's almost like paint. If you mix two colours together that are very vibrant, a lot of the time, if you don't know colour theory, if you mix two colours together, they're just going to turn to brown. Those colours are just going to turn to mush. It's like you and another person trying to kind of, if you're trying to become more like them without realising how great and how vibrant you already are within yourself, you're just going to lose a lot of your vibrancy in trying to mimic theirs. And so there's something now where you see your vibrancy, you see your light, you see how valuable you are, whilst also being able to appreciate someone else for their values and for their values? For their, what's great about them. You can do that whilst also acknowledging that doesn't make you any less great, and you also have great things about you. The thing is, you're just not seeing it. Like, you don't see, you're looking at someone else, they're looking at you the same way. Two of Cups here, you and your partner. If you're single, I feel like there's someone coming in that is very much going to appreciate you and be in a very similar situation of wanting to become more like you, but also having to kind of balance themselves out and realize they don't need to change anything. They don't need to evolve. They already are enough. They already are more than enough, and you already are more than enough for this person. It's very soulmate energy here. The Sun card, healing, happiness, joy. This is the most happiest card in all the tarot, and it also brightens up and makes all the other cards more lighthearted if there's anything negative, but there isn't. These are all good cards. But yeah, there's a lot of happiness coming in for you this week, a lot of healing, a lot of joy. The sun is coming back out. I feel like literally also you could be going somewhere that's a lot sunnier, or there's just a lot more warmth and sun coming out for you. Just don't underestimate the power and the healing energy you will get from the sun. A lot of you, like, we're often taught to cover up and hide from the sun and protect ourselves, but I think it's only natural that the sun does have healing benefits, and there is balance within that. Don't always hide from the sun. Let the sun kind of seep into your skin, get into your eyes a bit. Well, don't look at the sun, but you know what I'm saying. Let it. I feel like there's a lot more healing you're going to receive from nature, basically, and from the warmth of the sun. With the Seven of Wands here, you're also protecting your healing. You're protecting the version of yourself you've become. I feel like just got infant come through. Some of you, there's something about an infant or infancy. Anyways, with the Empress of you kind of seeing your power and seeing and turning up kind of your abilities to full notch after sitting on just default mode where everyone else is, you're seeing and your value, and you're really, 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 I feel like this huge energy of you admiring yourself, and not in a vain way, but in a proud way of realizing, oh, that took a lot of courage. That took a lot of courage for me to turn up my volume when everyone else's volume's down here. When everyone else is talking at this. It took a lot of courage for me to have the confidence to speak louder. It took a lot of courage to be able to learn a lot more than everyone around me without having to feel guilty for, you know, advancing my mind. And like, there's something here where you're very much clicking into, like I said, your full potential, whereas most people don't really figure their full potential out, or they don't step into it, they don't prioritize it. And you're prioritizing your full potential, you're embodying your full potential. There's a lot of pride with that you feel for yourself. You're admiring yourself for all the courage you've had. There's all this healing happening, and then on top of that, there's something here of Seven of Wands this week of you protecting it. You're solidifying it, like, because there's one thing to step into this energy temporarily and step out of it again, but you're not. You're very much protecting this. You're like, I'm not ever going to let anybody let me question my worth. I'm not going to let anybody question my power, my value in the world. I'm going to really stand up and stay in this Empress mode. Clarify the Empress. You have the Strength card. Oh my word. You're staying strong in your Empress energy, because obviously everything is constantly moving, you're constantly changing, growing, evolving, and so this Empress energy would be different next week. But there's something here, it'd be interesting if next week the Empress comes out again, because it almost feels like you're just like really like knuckling down and going, I am never ever ever stepping out of my Empress mode. This is who I am now. No matter how hard anybody tries to knock me off of feeling confident and secure and healing and helping, and like there's something about just really, I've said this 5 times, maybe 10 in this reading, but seeing your value and stepping into it. And then you're like, with the Strength card, I'm not going to snap out of that ever again, because you may have gone through phases where you kind of dipped your toe into this very much courageous and healing and abundant feeling. You tipped your toe into it in the past and went, oh, that feels good. ooh, but it's making other people insecure, it's making other people a bit angry at me, a bit jealous of me, a bit envious of me, and I don't want to like come across as if I'm trying to become better than anyone, so I'll just shrink myself again. Whereas it's like, no, 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 no. Now you're stepping into this Empress energy without second guessing if you are allowed to, without second guessing if it's going to make anybody around you insecure. You're stepping into the Empress energy, and with the Strength card, staying there. It's like concrete, solid. Clarify the Two of Cups. You have the Queen of Wands, so the Six of Swords, the Tower, and the Palace of Coins. So that's a lot of cards. Whew. Firstly, Queen of Wands, you and somebody else with the Two of Cups look amazing. And I know I always say this with the Queen of Wands because that's just, for me, there's a lot of lust, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of attraction and chemistry, but it's just like you're magnetic. You and another person, not only are you, I mean the Empress here as well, you're so charismatic and attractive, but on top of that, with the Two of Cups, you and another person in particular find each other very magnetic. You are two magnets to each other being pulled together. And whether that be romantic or platonic, it should just be a friend coming in that you feel pulled towards, and you're like, ah, that's my type of person. That's my type of person, I'm their type of person. There's something where you can just feel it and see it straight away. That somebody's supposed to play a very important role in your life, and it's almost like I'm getting energy of judging a book by its cover, but it's more like you're judging a book by its cover because it's chose that cover, if that makes sense. Like, we choose and we get to pick how we look, how we decorate ourselves. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like the cover on top of the book cover, that whatever that's called, that protective like piece of paper that goes around it. You like, people, as much as we say don't judge a book by its cover, covers can be very telling when it comes to what we choose to do with the cover we've been given. Why am I talking in riddles? That's so annoying, but I hope it makes sense. Like, yeah. We get to decorate ourselves, we get to like, and there's something where you and someone else are very similar in the way you, I wouldn't be surprised if the King of Wands comes out, because it's like a match. You and somebody else are very, very similar in how you want the world to perceive you or something. Six of Swords, very easy breezy, very natural. Whatever this relationship is, I have to keep saying it's not necessarily romantic. I feel the need, I feel like someone in particular is watching this going, I don't want anybody. Okay, but then there's someone that's coming in with completely platonic reasons, and they are meant to be in your life as a soulmate. Doesn't mean it has to be love, romantic, anything of the sort. It's just a buddy, okay? You've got a new buddy, a new best mate coming in. The thing is, this relationship will progress so easily, so naturally with the Six of Swords. Others of you, this might not be anybody new. I feel like this could be someone that's already been in your kind of proximity or something with the Two of Cups, and it's just like things are moving forward very naturally. Things are moving forward very easily. Nothing's forced. There's no tension, there's no like intensity. It's just very easily and natural, and there's no pressure. There's no like worry. If you've been in relationships, friendships before where you're like, oh, I really want to be friends with this person, but I don't want to come off too strong, I don't want to overdo it, I don't want to bother them. There's none of that with this. This is like you and this person both just want to be very light-hearted. The sun's here. There's so much happiness, so much light-heartedness of just wanting to kind of get to know each other, be around each other, spend time together because you make each other happy. Oh, you also had the Tower and the Palace of Pentacles. Some of you, I feel like there's a, like, these two cards kind of came together. I just feel like there's an ending of you prioritizing material things in the best way possible. Like, there could be something where you have built a lot of wealth for yourself, or that's kind of maybe the life you've grown up in of prioritizing material abundance. And with the Tower there, it's almost like you're going to be traveling, you're going to be in the position where your material things get smaller and smaller because you want to become lighter and lighter and more freer to roam the world without worrying about like the house, you know, the houses. There's something where you're letting go or you're passing it on to someone else, because there's just this Tower, and in this, to me, it's like there's something where it's not going to be in your problem anymore. Like something isn't your problem to deal with. If you've been like looking after a lot, this Tower moment is going to be like, but that's my responsibility, I need to keep that going, I'm the breadwinner, or I'm this, and it's like, no, it's time to let go of that and be more free and open to looking out for your own life and just being a lot more self-serving, but in a healing way, because you've not let yourself do that. Clarify the Sun card. Clarify the Sun card. The Devil. Okay. Healing. The Sun is healing, like I said. With the Devil, I feel like there's something here. I'm getting a scar. Someone has a scar on their leg. So specific. There's something on your leg though. Or something about your leg. And it's like, put it in the sun. Get it out. Stop hiding it. There's something you're hiding and you're gonna let it be exposed. You're not going to feel ashamed, you're not going to have to hide, you're not going to, because it's like, not only is it going to be liberating for you to not hide a certain part of yourself, but also it's going to be healing physically for it to be aired, for the sun to get into your skin. Whatever this is about, it might not be obviously a physical scar on your leg, but there's something where getting something out into the open and letting the world see it, letting it be exposed. I don't know, I'm not getting necessarily that you're going to like shout from the rooftops, this happened to me, everybody look at it, look what I experienced. It's not like that. If this is something about a pain healing, it's just that you're not going to hide it or cover it up, if that makes sense. There's something where you may have avoided, like you're not going out of your way to, you're not going out of your way to advocate for some reason. Like there's something that you've been covering up or hiding, and you're not going to go to the extremes of talking about it yet. But you are going to not hide it. So if somebody were to bring it up or ask you, you would like let it be seen. There's like a healing of you feeling very trapped in your mind and thinking a certain way about something. And it's going to be healing when you let go of realizing something isn't as big as it seems. Clarify the Seven of Wands. You have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. You have protectors or guardian angels, or this could be actual people. King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. King of Pentacles is someone very reliable. King of Pentacles would pick up the phone when you call. They're there, right? They're very trustworthy, very reliable, very consistent, very stable, very predictable, right? Like there's something there of like someone's in your life for a long time. They're here for like your lifetime, because like they're not changing, they're not going anywhere, they're not going to flake out on you. Knight of Swords here, there's also someone else that's here very quick. Someone's very quick. King of Swords isn't as, King of Pentacles, sorry, isn't very quick, necessarily. They'll get there, but they'll get there. They'll be there when you need them, basically. But it might take them a bit longer than you want. Knight of Swords, very quick, but they could race in, help you and race out again or something. But yeah, you have two protectors in particular. You have two people on your side. You have two people looking out for you. With the Seven of Wands, to begin with, I was like, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your peace, you're protecting your happiness, and the value you've found and put upon yourself, you're protecting that from the people that try to take it from you, the people that try to, when somebody sees you suddenly, like, when some certain people that are insecure on a low vibration and haven't really healed, see anybody stand out or feel very confident in themselves, or anybody that possesses something they lack and don't have the courage to attain, people sometimes want to try to see if they can cause a crack within you, if they can cause you to kind of, you know, if it's a level of confidence you have that they lack, they're going to see if they can break that confidence a bit, right? And there's something here where you've learned to defend yourself, but this week it feels like in particular there's two people by your side that are going to be very much like one of them's very quick and you're like, no, 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 I got it, I can defend myself, and the other person's just like straight to it as well. Like, I don't know, there's, even though you can defend yourself, you're not going to have to. It's like someone else is going to get there first. Somebody's going to come to your defense in some way, and then also someone else is just cutting out the crap instantly. This person is very, very I don't know how to put it. King of Pentacles is very like hands-on or something, because it's very like physical. There's something where this person would just be like, Knight of Swords would argue your case or something. Knight of Swords would speak and communicate with that sword and stick up for you. King of Pentacles would just pick someone up and throw them out the door. Do you know, that's the best way I can put that. And like, this person would stand there and defend your honor, and this person would just be like, leave the room, leave the house, what are you even doing in my house anymore? Or whatever you're in, what are you doing in this bar? Leave, you're not welcome. Picks them up, places them outside. Yeah, but either way, you have two people in two completely different ways that would defend you and are going to defend you. And you're like, no, 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 I've got it, I can do it, I've done it many times before, and they're like, yeah, 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 we know. Anyways, I like that. I'm going to wrap this reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Little Tarot Tuesdays.